Welcome to Britain, where you're guaranteed a wet experience. Hello everybody and welcome back to Chellington. So today what we're going to do is something a little bit different, mostly because of the weather being so bad, although it is sunny as well. Maybe the rain is going to stop very soon, and we might not even be able to do the job in question because of the rain, but yes, anyway, what we are going to be doing is buying this field here, which is a poplar field, and we're going to be harvesting it, but we're not going to be doing it the same way as always with the really small header. We're going to be using a modded header. It's 6 meters, 6 meter working width, and we're going to be using a pretty big forager as well. Just take a look at this. It can tow its own trailer because it's sort of an all-in-one thing. As you can see, there's no rear wheel. These are the rear wheels, and it's compatible with the IT runner pack, so we can just use the IT container, and we can just stick it onto there and keep carting it, I guess, with the machine. Don't know if that's the best way of doing it, but it might be the way that we do it. Because at the same time, it's also quite fast. It's got 24 mile per hour gearbox, so that's good enough for me. Okay, 34 by £67,656. I do hope that the cows are okay. We're not really going to be passing any time unless we can't do this in the rain. Yeah, they're fine. So, yeah, hopefully we can just go and buy the machinery. So first of all, when I say buy, of course, I mean rent. We have this. Beacons, yeah, they're always good. Always good to have beacons, especially as we might be doing quite a bit of road work. As for the wheels, well, it doesn't really bother me what wheels we have. And they look pretty amazing. The great big broad wheels. And then the engine setup, well, the default is 640 horsepower. We can boost that to 880 for £24,000 more. Of course, it's not 24,000 if you're renting. It's about, what is it, £1,500 approximately. So, I don't know, we might go mid-range. You can go 760. But really, how much power do you need? I just don't want to be lacking power. And it's interesting that the rims are green. I would always associate John Deere yellow. Is that John Deere yellow, or is that... I don't know. They all look very similar. Might be a bit too lemony. Okay, let's just go for that. Yeah, I think that looks quite amazing. So lease, and then we just need to get the header, the fantastic Art Mechanic. So we can actually change the decal to John Deere. You can have other brands as well, whichever suits. And of course we can change the colour scheme. I don't know if we should go green on yellow or yellow on green. It's always a tricky one. I think because of the... Yes, because of that decal there, green would be better, and then put yellow on it, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, £2,181, and finally, last but not least, the trailer, the container. I hope it's going to be compatible. I think it is. I was going to go for that because it's got a 40,000 litre capacity, but it's actually not long enough. So we're going to have to go for this instead. Wow, it actually spawned where I had the machine. We can choose a colour. Should we go for John Deere? It makes sense. And this one should work. Now it's in a different place. Okay. So the one thing which I've already noticed about this is it looks like we're reversing a trailer, but actually it drives in the complete opposite way as if you were reversing a trailer. So if this was a trailer and we wanted to go around the corner, we would turn right. But if I turn right, it actually turns right. So we have to just think opposite the whole time. Okay, hopefully this will work. I think it will do. Yep. I think there are other containers which are better suited to it. But as long as it works, that's all that matters. And ideally, a header trailer would be good, but we're going to go without. We're almost there. There are quite a few trees. A header trailer would have been nice, but we can do it. Here we are. Okay, right, let's just get this gate opened up. Obviously, it's not going to be easy, even getting into here. But we'll make it in the end. Oh, wow, that's a different view. If it means just sort of sliding the header into there, then that's what we'll do. Now, I think this is probably going to fill up very quickly. Big header, not the largest container ever. So, let's get it started up. And for the first time ever, let's start chopping poplar with an extremely wide header. I've already hit the gate. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the field isn't that big, but if anybody has harvested poplar before, which I'm sure you have done, or at least seen it happen, it does take a long time, or it has taken a long time, to cover even a small area, which is why I have gone for the bigger header. But yeah, I think with this current setup, it won't take too long to do this. We might even be able to buy another field, to do another field. But look at that, it's already 25% full. Turn the beacons off. It's actually going to be way more fun using this setup. I would try my best not to miss bits. I keep missing bits. There we go. Just look at the size of this machine. Yeah, we probably didn't have to upgrade it, the engine, but it just looks more impressive. Right, so will we be able to get the entire headland harvested before the trailer is full for the first time? I think it's a rear camera view for reversing. With 50%, I think it's going to be exactly one lap when the container is filled. Now, since I've never actually used this before, I will just need to check and see exactly how we empty it, but I'm guessing this does have hydraulics integrated into it so we can tip, because yeah, it's got the hook, so it should be able to tip. Pretty good. Making wood chips interesting again. And yes, all of this is available on ModHub. The header, the harvester, and the container. 70% full. Can you imagine doing this with about 5 machines all at the same time? That would be impressive. Now there's probably a number of people thinking, hang on, why is this video out today? Well, the reason why is because we're just taking a 1-week break from multiplayer. We are going to return to it, but yeah, we want to get this competitive multiplayer series right, and it means setting it up correctly. So it should be returning next week without any issues. A brand new series of competitive multiplayer on a new map, and I think we're going to make it even more challenging, but in a fun way, not in a way which is going to restrict progress. Okay, there we go. We are full. So, what does it say? Drop off container. Maybe we have to get the other IT runner trailer so we can actually transport this away to tip it. That might be a possibility. Okay, well, it saves taking the harvester down the road every time. We probably should have multiple containers. It does also say tip side back, so that makes me think it can tip. I think we'll use a tractor. It'll be easier. So if we drop off the container, there we go. Because yeah, I don't really fancy transporting that to the sell point every single time with this. It's just a bit big. So we'll clear a bit of space. We'll grab the T4. I think the T4 will be suitable. It's not massive, but I think we'll be okay. A bit too small maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with the Fendt. It'll be the final tractor I get to. There it is. Yeah, we've got a bit of extra speed as well with the Fendt. So I will see you over at the store, picking up another container and the trailer. An exciting piece of machinery. It's the IT runner trailer but with tracks, crawler tracks. So yeah, I've got another one of these. As it turns out, we do have the Roland hook lift, but I'm not sure if that would be compatible with the Harvester's hook lift, because I think it's two different attachments. I might be wrong, but possibly. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. The T4 would have definitely been too small. I like this part. Always fun going through the village. Or the town. I think it might be a town. Just a very small one. Yeah, and also if you're turning right, if you want to come around there, don't bother. It is possible, but it's not advisable. It's extremely tricky. Yeah, this is a nice area. I'm pleased that I'm spending a bit of time here. I particularly like the area down there. Sometimes you just spend so much time in the same area, not really appreciating the rest of the map. Okay, so I would drop this one off. It is a different colour. It's the default colour. Detach it and we'll pick the other one up. And then we'll probably take them both at the same time. Well, when I say that I mean we'll take one, we'll come back, we'll take the other. So now the harvester can continue. But that is already 30,000 litres of wood chips, and as we know, it takes a while to get 30,000 litres of wood chips. It's funny really, it doesn't look like it should be raining. Fairly blue sky. Right then, so we should be able to do maybe a lap and a half this time before it's full. But I must say, I do like it. I think it's a really nice setup, really good. It would be a good thing to do in multiplayer with several of these. It would just had a huge field and then had maybe 5 or 6 of these going at the same time, staggered one behind another. That would look impressive. And there's the rainbow. I'm guessing these do go over to the sawmill, which is just up the road from here. What a miserable wet day. Okay, so that is the first load sold. As you saw, it was about £16,000. We'll get the next one. Then we'll have 2 empty containers to continue and hopefully finish the field with. So, oh wow. It's getting muddy. It's a good job we have tracks. Although the harvester doesn't have tracks. We should be okay. I would hope. The tracks certainly help, but it has been raining solidly for maybe, oh, I don't know. It was already raining when I started. It was raining in the previous episode, I think, so probably 12 hours of constant rain. Okay, so now we have more weight on. It's tricky, but it's possible. We don't need any chains to tow us out yet. The mud is going flying. Right, okay. Clean our wheels on the road, not what you're supposed to do. Actually, that would be interesting, wouldn't it, if it actually left mud on the road which you have to clear, not just the texture of the tyre marks. And if you could put signs up saying mud on road. So this will probably be exactly the same price. I think it was about £16,600. Not bad, but the price of wood chips isn't great anyway. There's the lorry on the dual carriageway. Right, so yeah, before I backed into here, but I don't think it's necessary. I can just tip it as long as I don't crash into that. There we go. It's also quite a fast tipper. $16,624. Well, if we can keep that up, I'll be very happy. Let's get back to the field and we can continue. I don't know how the harvester is going to perform in the mud, but it's getting sticky. If it does mean that we can't actually move anymore in the mud, what we'll have to do is put the enhanced vehicle mod on. Then we can use diff lock, real four-wheel drive and stuff. Four-wheel drive is not bad, I guess, in the base game, but it can be enhanced. Okay, let's see how this performs. It's always more exciting with mud. It doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, because the trailed part, the sort of trailer which we're towing, which actually isn't a trailer as such, that has drive wheels. You can see they're actually spinning, so that is propelling the machine forwards. One of my things is already half full. How come? How? What? 103? That's not right. 0% full? Maybe it'll reset when we start working. Just see what it does. Okay, that's not good. I think I'm going to have to switch off real mud. I love it, but yes, because I'm silly and I'm doing things in the field which I shouldn't be doing at this time when it's so wet, yes, we will just go without. I love it though, such a good mod. Okay, we're back on dry land and we can now finish the field. But during the time that we've been doing this, and obviously between this episode and the next one, the bales, the clover bales, have been fermenting, and they should be ready to sell in the next episode. As I've said, we are going to be moving on from this map fairly soon, because it has been going for some time, but I've absolutely loved it. It's just to try out some other maps as well. But yeah, obviously Calmston Farm from Oxygendavid is looking amazing. And amazing doesn't really do it justice. I can't find the word to describe it. But when that one is ready, it's going to be unbelievable. I'm not too sure at this stage what the next map is going to be, but it'll be something good. Definitely something good. finally we have this little bit here. So that is actually amazing. If you've not seen the poplar harvesting before, you probably think that's not really that amazing, you've just harvested a very small field. But if you've ever done it with those, well, standard harvesters, one of these, yeah, it takes a very long time. 2 metre working width, so essentially it's 3 times bigger. It feels like more than that actually. But, yep, what we'll do is not crash into the neighbouring house's wall. We will take this off the back, and we can go and sell, what is it? It's almost a full load. A full one and a 71% full one. I think it's a really good looking trailer and container setup. Really chunky, really beefy. Looks good, very impressive. And actually that part of it performed really well in the mud. I'm starting to lose my voice. Must be hay fever. Yeah, so I would never hesitate to use this again. If we were to do it in the mud, we'd probably have to get a harvester with tracks, and maybe even a tractor with tracks. The tracks seem to perform better. You'd think they would slip around more. Anyway, yes, we're getting an even better price. 16,897. We'll head back, we'll drop this one off, and we'll get the next one. Of course, bearing in mind everything here is leased, except for the tractor, so we don't have to take it all back to the store, we can just return it. Okay, there we go. It is still under £21,376, so despite all the renting, I think we still profited. It was good fun. It was actually a nice change. It really does break things up a bit. Just a shame about the rain, because it's probably extremely noisy. I think what we'll do when we've done this is just go over to the field where the bales are and see what percentage the clover has fermented. Probably not much actually, because I have been playing in real time, so I'll put it to times 15. But yeah, by the next episode it'll be fine, because we'll be passing on a day. I did actually go back a few hours in this video so I could do a screenshot. I accidentally didn't put it back again, but it doesn't really matter. So this is it. I think the clover is going to regrow. Let's get the tool. Not that tool. Cut straight into them. Yes, analysing. 19 hours. So we'd have to get to, what would it be, about 9 AM would it be? Something like that. So, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.